Hello, I'm Lucatorix and welcome to part 35 of the Greek Cities campaign on Rome Total War. And today, well, basically we are expanding in all directions against every faction ever. But today we actually start off with the battle for Aqueincum, which is an odd one because basically two small inferior Dacian armies have attacked Penelithos of Nicaea and they're going to regret it. The strength ratio is very solidly in our favour. It's actually 2-to-1 in our favour. We have armoured hoplites. They're dealing units like Warband, basic Warband that you can get in the first turn if you're Dacia. So to be honest, I think we're going to win this one very comprehensively. But we also have wars with Egypt that are going to be a much more of a struggle. And of course war with the Julii as well over in northern Italy. So things are very, very exciting. Let's start though with defeating some Dacians. Here we are in the snowy regions of Dacia. We haven't had many fights in the snow in this campaign actually. That's a weird position to start actually as well, inside a tree. Yeah, okay. Right, nice one there. Okay, so what we'll do, I think we'll sort of set up around, I don't know, this nice hill along here will be a nice area to start I think. Quite a nice actual view across the whole land. Can we see Aqueincum? I don't think so. I don't think we can see Aqueincum from here, but it doesn't really matter to be honest. So what we're going to do, we're going to have a nice line of hoplites kind of like this. That'll be fine. And then we'll have a unit of hoplites either side on the flank, just protecting against enemy attacks, which will invariably try and get around the back of the hoplites. So just like that. Beautiful. We also have two Illyrian mercenaries. They can just sort of chill out here. Don't skirmish, I'm not a big fan of that to be honest. And then we'll have the general himself back here. Pretty standard stuff to be honest. We're going to go like that and start the battle. And yet the Dacians are coming from there and there. So we'll just sort of move slightly like that to face them. That's only polite. And this should be pretty simple I think. Right, here they come. It is one warband in this army and then, well, these guys in the other one, but this one unit of warband is prepared to charge a whole Greek army in its own. In fact, Illyrians don't even bother firing, you're just wasting your javelins on these guys. They're going to break instantly as soon as they hit the phalanx. They are completely on their own. Okay, they're going to have a rough day unless they wait for their friends to come over, which is fair enough. I'd probably do that if I was them, actually. And yep, they're going to charge. Here we go. Here we go. Right, so they're going to charge. How are they doing? Steady. Eager. Okay, how do they do? They're going to go down very, very quickly, I'd imagine. And we are not going to go down at all. Their infantry is far inferior to ours. So, you know, that's how it goes, really. You should probably turn around to fight that unit just because your spears aren't really pointing in the right direction. You guys are wavering already, so that's good. And then you guys aren't going to be lasting long either. How are we doing over here? It's the odd unit of warband. Right, let's just pause for a second. You guys should actually be firing now. That would be nice if you did that. So this front line's not going to last at all. A few units have come around the back. We have some barbarian cavalry and some warbands. This unit has charged into the back. I mean, they're just not going to do anything. They're just not going to do anything at all. What am I doing? No, you go like that. That's the wrong unit. You. Right, what's going on here? This has not gone slightly that well on this side, but you just come around here. You guys turn your spears around like that. General, if you could charge into the back of these warband, they're going to be surrounded with the phalanx on one side and then me on the other. These guys just completely collapsed like hell. They've all collapsed now. What have we got here? We've got warband. Right, you three go towards the warband. General, you go back for a second. In fact, just come sort of around here. So they're going to be chased by them. What have we got over here? If you want to charge them, you're welcome to. A ton of javelins in the back. In fact, they broke. Beautiful stuff. You are going to try and charge my general, are you? No, you're not going to do that. That's rude. General, you go and just charge down those warband instead. We've got some more warband that have recovered. But I really want you guys to fight these phalanx, actually. Yeah, I mean, this has been pretty simple. This has been pretty simple. We're just going to ride them down now, basically. And if any unit wants to charge the phalanx, they're more than welcome to, basically. So I think pretty much Aqueincum is ours, actually, if we kill the majority of these guys, which is looking pretty likely at this point. A couple of units of warband have indeed recovered, that's fine. You, right, stop for a second. You've got your spears around the wrong way, so you go and do that. You guys go and face these lads. General, you just continue running away just because I don't want you to get killed. But, I mean, these guys aren't going to do much, are they? They're already shaken. We had our spears pointed the wrong way, so we're going to take a few unnecessary kills, but, you know, it is what it is. I would like you, Warband, to charge into the phalanx if you could. No, they are preoccupied with trying to take the general down. They really do want to take my general down, don't you? Yeah. Right, you just go and kill those Warband. And hopefully our phalanx can go and kill these Dacians over here. Oh, fine, we'll just charge into you. There you go, victory, beautiful. This was a very, very simple battle to start off with. I think we got a few too many losses. Well, we only got 6% losses, that's not too bad actually. I would have liked it if we had got less losses against us, but I was fighting it quickly. I didn't want to fight all day, to be honest, and take it slow. You know, it's all good. But I think we have killed plenty enough of them to actually take Aqueincum off them. I hope we have anyway. We've killed 87% of them, and there was no general, so, you know, I don't think anyone would have actually made it back to the city. That's perfectly fine. There we go, 520 kills to 37. I'll take that. That's a pretty solid job there. So we should be ever closer to that elusive 50 settlements that we need to finish the campaign, basically. Of course, we still need Rome, but, you know, 50 settlements is the priority first. Aqueincum is indeed ours. Just exterminate them. I'm at that point of the campaign, and that's an annoying naval defeat, but we can live with that. That's fine. Julia, I'm moving around a bit. Scythians have declared war on us. Right, okay. Okay, Scythians, I see how you're doing. Laodamnus of Epirus. You're a bureaucrat. You're 16. You look decent. Come and join the crew. Okay, so the Scythians declaring war on us was always an inevitability. I have no interest in their territory at all. If they want to try and take Campus Getae, they can try. They've got a ton of axemen, which are pretty decent. Campus Getae, we've got some phalanx, but we could also just bring some lads up from Tylis probably as well. We will retake Campus Getae if the Scythians do take it off of us either way. We have a ship here actually. What we could do is ship some lads over from Byzantium. Yeah, let's get some militia hoplites. Actually, no, I don't like militia hoplites. Let's get you two coming over on a ship like this. And then we'll pick up some lads at Tylis as well. Let's pick up some Thracians at Tylis. And then we can come over and kick the Scythians' arse. That would be lovely. Right, so resistance is futile. Cool. Settlement besieged, we saw that. End of turn report. Faction announcements. There you go. 2 new family members. Lovely. War. That'll be with Scythia. Yeah, it is. Okay, that's fine. And then marriage celebrations like that. Okay, so where do we start off with? We did take Aqueincum, didn't we? Yeah, there is actually a very small Dacian army outside, but they wouldn't dare attack us. It's fine. Now, why are there 2 armies along here? Oh yeah, you're going to head back to Prolyssum, and you're now happy. Good. So you go and put Campus Lazages under siege if you wouldn't mind doing that. Get a couple of rams, and you can start doing that. You are heading towards the Julii, so you just carry on going like that. Now, I would probably like you to go and take Lovasi. Now, that's actually the Dacian capital with quite a few men in there. Aqueincum, we have quite a few men, but can we even retrain these guys? No, there's no way we're going to be able to retrain these guys, is there? Okay, let's lower the tax rate, and we'll move out. Are there any mercenaries available? No, unfortunately not. Okay, what we'll do, we'll move everyone out apart from literally just the weakest unit of armoured hoplites. I don't think the Dacians are going to do much there, so we'll just go like that. You know what, we'll leave 1 more unit of hoplites in there, so that's plenty enough. Penlithos, really I would like you to have a bit more force, to be honest. So why don't you just start heading along this way? Maybe you could go and take Urovum instead of Lovasi, and then this army, which is stronger, can go and take Lovasi. That's fine. So we've got plenty of stuff going on over here, but it's all good. Now, Mediolanum, actually looking relatively strong. Could we bring some lads over from Batavium to help out? We can't quite get them over, but those 2 armoured hoplites would be a big help if we could bring them over. Let's see, Doros the Brave. Could he take Mediolanum now? So Decius Julius, that's a decent Roman army. It's nothing amazing. We'll think about that. I could just wait another turn and have 2 more armoured hoplites, which would be nice in all fairness, just to make sure we could take it. But then again, the guest is looking very weak, so I don't know. Either way, to be honest, I think I want these armoured hoplites coming over to meet Doros the Brave. Anyway, we'll think about that in a minute. I want to actually focus on Egypt first. So these guys got kicked back from Thebes last time, didn't they? By this army. Yeah, okay. It's not a big force, but I thought it was going to be big enough to take Thebes. Apparently not. But we're going to have this guy coming over to Thebes now anyway. So what we could do, you guys actually head back to Memphis. I want you guys to go and take Thebes. So what we'll do, we'll have all these guys, apart from you and you, because you're looking a little bit weak, come out and start moving towards the Thebes region. Just come along here. And you can go for Thebes next turn. Any good mercenaries? There's some Libyans. We'll go and take them. That's fine. You Libyans actually can head back to Memphis as well. So you go in there when you can. You guys go inside Memphis. And you head inside Memphis as well, if you can. There we go. Good. Right, so we've got plenty of force in Memphis. We've got guys going down to Thebes. Telesvatica, he's strong. He knows what he's doing. That's good. And actually, we'll bring a couple more hoplites. You can go into Memphis as well. Keep you happy. There we go. Lovely. So that's going on there. Now, in the Middle East, we didn't actually manage to take Palmyra last time, but we should pretty much be able to take it now. There should be nothing in there. What even is in there? 65 men against 1,000. I think I can auto-resolve that pretty safely. The odds are 100 to 7, which is pretty generous, to be honest. So yeah, clear victory, beautiful stuff. There was no way we were going to lose that. So Palmyra is ours as well. We've already taken 2 settlements this episode. We're going to exterminate them because that's what we do nowadays. So Palmyra is ours, another chunk of the empire. Now Damascus technically is not under siege by this small force, so that's fine, that's cool. But either way, we're going to bring you guys into Damascus just to make sure you're safe. Now this spy, I want heading down towards the Jerusalem region, so you go and head along there. You are a terrible spy. How can you not see Jerusalem from there? There you go. You are not a very good spy at all. Now, in Sidon we don't actually have any... Well, we have a lot of troops, but not any generals. And Jerusalem, there is quite a lot of men, so we will need a general. And then over here, we have Bostra, which only has 3 men. Okay. What I want to move the majority of this army out of Palmyra. But not everyone. We're going to keep 3 lads inside, and you know what? We'll keep 3 lads inside. That's fine. You guys start heading down towards Jerusalem, like so. What are the mercenaries around here? Eastern mercenaries. We'll pick them up because they can garrison somewhere. So the Eastern mercenaries can probably head back to Palmyra, keep them happy. Now in Sidon, can you join Philip from there? No, you can't quite, but there's still quite a few good units here. So why don't... I have a plan in the long term for these guys. So why don't you guys step outside of Sidon and just go as near to Philip as you can, although you can't quite reach him. That's going to be fine. So basically what I'm going to do, we have a lot of force over here. Half of them are going to go to, or the majority are going to go towards Jerusalem. Some of them are going to go towards this region over here, and we can take them, both settlements, pretty quickly actually. So that'll be good. Now we have another army actually coming up over here, Philolas, who could also head towards Jerusalem, but I'd probably rather him take Petra and Bostra, you know, or something like that. I don't know. I'd rather him take Petra, I think. So you go and take Petra. You can start moving towards there because, yeah, look, there's a big Egyptian army there, so you can go and deal with them. Lovely. Okay, it's a bit manic at the moment, but we're dealing with it. It's okay. Incidentally, do the Egyptians have this territory here? No, they don't. It's still the Numidians. Okay. By the way, just to let you know, I have this general over here, Kirkion of Lacedaemon. You might not even have heard of him before. He started in Sicily. He is going to start coming up with an army as well to help out with the Julii and also deal with the Senate eventually as well. So he is just going to form a little army carrying troops up here, collecting lads from Croton and Tarentum along the way, basically. Right, I think we're ready to end the turn, so let's do exactly that. And, well, we've been attacked immediately. Apparently in outer space because it's all gone black. Where exactly are we then? We are... this one. Okay. So we've been attacked earlier than I thought we were going to, but that's absolutely fine. This was the army that's moving towards Petra. Now, it's Philolas of Cypsela, or whatever his name is. Pretty solid army. You can see it at the bottom there. He's been attacked by a bigger army of Egypt, 1,248 men, but a lot of it is Nubian spearmen, which just aren't very good. Well, they're okay, but they're not amazing. Chariots will do absolutely nothing to the phalanx. And that's pretty much it. I mean, there's nothing hugely amazing here, basically. There's the odd good unit, like, you know, our spearmen are okay. But I think we've got a pretty good chance here. Despite the fact they've got more men, it reckons it is in our favour, 20 to 9. So I'm pretty happy with that ratio. I'm absolutely willing to fight that. Let's go. If we defeat these guys, there's basically no one in Petra and we can take it easily. So it's fine by me. Right, so here we are in the middle of the desert. And, well, we're going to do something pretty similar to what we do most of the time, to be honest, which is to basically have a nice long line of hoplites like this. And then what we're going to do, we're going to have 2 hoplites on each flank just to protect against flanking maneuvers, which will inevitably happen. So you 2 go along there, you 2 come along this side, please. Beautiful. And then we're going to have the archers who are going to be in behind the hoplites, because they're going to be nice and protected that way, and they're going to be firing in, obviously, off skirmish mode and on defensive mode. And then we have the cavalry at the back just chilling, doing their thing, and again, you guys off skirmish mode if you wouldn't mind, on defensive mode. Let's start the battle, and in fact I want you to get into that proper group if you wouldn't mind as well. And, well, there's a ton of Egyptians, but I don't think they're going to be too much of a menace. Right, so there's a ton of Egyptians over this side, desert cavalry, who have decided to charge into the phalanx, but some of them have actually come around, which is a little bit annoying. Let's just pause it for a second. No. Right, they're wavering. Okay, so General, come around the back, Philolas. If you can come around the back, just because their spears are kind of pointed in the bad direction, and then hit the back of them, they should die pretty quickly. He's about to get sandwiched, so get out. They routed, good. What have we got here? Steady desert cavalry. Okay. Right, not really sure what they're doing at the moment. They're wanting to charge my general, which is not what I want. So, General, get out of there, please. If you wouldn't mind, because there's just quite a few of them. Get out of there, I said. Get out. Okay, they routed, fine. They both routed. Yeah, that's the thing with Rome Total War. If one unit routes, the other units become so vulnerable all of a sudden. So, there's more cavalry willing to charge into the spears at a sort of odd angle as well. I mean, these guys are shaken. They're not going to do anything much. In fact, they're just all breaking. They're just breaking everywhere. I'm not even touching them. The cavalry's doing nothing. The Egyptian cavalry, not amazing to be honest, especially compared to the Middle Eastern counterparts in the late game anyway. You know, they have cataphracts and all that. So what these guys are fielding is nothing that amazing. So yeah, we seem to be doing okay. A lot of dead Egyptian horses basically, and well, they didn't really do much damage to my general. They only killed one of his bodyguards. So, you know, I think we can live with that. If the chariots want to charge in, they're more than welcome to as well. That'd be lovely. Okay, yep, the captain charged in and he died immediately as soon as he was touched, Captain Akoris. And again, that's going to reduce the morale of everyone else. He's going to just charge and just get crushed immediately. The same with these guys. They just don't charge into spears, okay, chariots? Never charge into spears if you're a chariot. Okay, this is the #1 rule of charioting. Alright? Just it's so obvious you don't do that. But there you go, the AI doesn't really know what they're doing sometimes. Some more desert cavalry over there. If they want to just stand there and be annoying, they can do that. They're pretty good at doing that, actually. So a ton of phalanx over here. Nile Spearmen could do a bit of damage, but not too much, to be honest. I think it'll be okay. I mean, how's their morale doing? They're steady, we're eager, so yeah, I don't really fancy their chances. They could do quite a bit of damage though. I mean, some of the units are going down relatively quickly. There's quite a lot of missile units around here, so what we could do, get you two to come around here and start killing the missile units. That would be nice if you could do that, because they're just annoying. You guys, I mean, if you want to charge into the spears, you're welcome to, just not at that angle really. But I mean, they're wavering anyway, so you know, they're going to go down soon. All these guys break. Lovely stuff. Right, what was I going to do? You two start chasing down the units like bowmen and stuff. And, I mean, they're just pretty much collapsing. In fact, let the chariots charge into the phalanx first. As soon as they do that, the whole army's going to collapse. In fact, yeah, go on, just charge in. There we go, beautiful. Yeah, that's the end. That is the absolute end of this army. We can just grind them down now. The whole army's just broken. Yeah, that's a beautiful sight. That's a beautiful sight. You guys might as well go forward. The whole army is just collapsing. This is on very hard difficulty, but there's just not a lot the Egyptians can do. This was an inferior army. I could tell instantly before the battle begun, and despite the difficulty apparently of this this game, they just cannot compete. They just cannot compete. So basically, we're just going to run all these guys down, and it's going to be a complete and utter massacre. At which point, taking Petra will be really easy. I hope so, anyway. Look at this absolute massacre. The camels combined with my general are just riding these guys down to hell. Love it. And there we go. Clear victory, 1,177 kills to less than 200. I think taking Petra is going to be pretty easy at this point. I think it's going to be pretty easy. So, not really too scared at this point. And it was just kind of stupid them attacking us. They needed more men and they just didn't have them. Now, the Egyptians attack us again. This might be a bit more even. Where is this then? Thebes of Attica, who, oh yeah, he's near Thebes. This was the army that knocked back the other force last episode, if you remember right at the end. So, Thebes of Attica has been attacked by, I can't pronounce Egyptian names at all, Nefertitiebet Epiphanes, I don't flipping know. Either way, it's a pretty similar amount of men each, 1,000 versus 1,000. We have got a general, a couple of archers, and a ton of good quality hoplites. He's got a ton of Nubian spearmen who are just inferior. 2 generals, but they're both chariot generals, so they'll be able to do nothing to the phalanx. And a bunch of mercenaries, basically. That's a very, very weak force. Now, the Nubians, to be fair, have got a bit of experience to them, so they're not quite as bad, but poor morale. That's not good, especially as these guys have got, I think, good morale, the armoured hoplites. So, I think we stand a very good chance. We're going to massacre these guys, hopefully, and then taking Thebes should just be a formality at that point. There's basically nothing in there. So, this is a very similar situation to what you were just in. Now Petra is basically empty. Well, soon the path to Thebes is going to be empty as well, meaning we can take 2 more settlements of the Egyptians in very quick succession. Let's see how it goes. Right, so here we are. There's a bit more grass over here, which is nice. So what we're going to do, something honestly very, very similar to what you just saw. We're going to have a front line of those 34 armoured hoplites I'm going to basically ignore. To be honest, I don't think I particularly want them fighting. They should have been retrained somewhere. I'm not even sure why they're in this army, to be honest. But we're going to have a front line of you guys. Then we're going to have 2 armoured hoplites on each flank. Like so. The 34 armoured hoplites can just chill at the back here. Then we're going to have the archers in behind all the hoplites, much like last time, like this. Off skirmish mode, on defensive mode, and then the general at the back. We have less cavalry this time, but that's okay. That's a pretty solid force. I can't see any Egyptians getting through that, to be honest. Group up and start the battle. And again, I just can't see the Egyptians doing much, to be honest. It's going to be fine. Right, so the Egyptians are getting close now. As usual, the cavalry has decided to come around the side. They'll do a bit of damage with their missiles, but there's not a lot we can do about it. I mean, they're just going to do that, and we're going to have to deal with it. It's okay. What have we got here? We've got Libyan mercenaries. Again, they're not going to do a huge amount of damage, and as soon as they fire their javelins, they're going to be useless after that point. So, their heavy infantry just does not compare to ours. I think the main reason I'm finding Egypt so easy to defeat is they're technologically so far behind us. We have invested in technology to get armoured hoplites, and they've not invested enough in their good units because they've still got Nubian spearmen, which just are not cutting it at this point. So they might be eager for the moment, but they're going to go down very quickly, and you can see they're already down to shaken. So yeah, there's pretty much evidence of that. That's pretty good stuff. Right. General, just sort of come around here, because you could maybe charge into the Libyans, just get them down. That would be nice, because they're starting to annoy me now. But yeah, the Nubians, I mean, what we could do actually is charge into the back of the Nubians. Once we get one down, there'll be a huge mass rout. So just charge into the back of you. Get you routing, wavering, broken, good. Lovely stuff. Get out of there then. Get out of there, thank you. Just charge into the back of the next unit. That one routes as well. Yeah, they're all going to go down. Stupid Nubian spearmen are not going to do anything to us. If you manage to sandwich a phalanx unit, like what I'm doing here with cavalry, and then a good cavalry charge, and then hoplites at the front, they're just not going to do anything. They're just not going to do anything at all. They have some Bedouin warriors, which are slightly annoying, but we can deal with that. I actually might do quickly. The whole army seems to be over here now. There's nothing on the other side, is there? What have we got? Libyan mercenaries. I'm just going to ignore them. What we could do is turn the whole army around to face these stupid chariots. Why don't we go and do that? You go and turn the army around. Apart from you can go and chase off these guys, because I don't want to see them anymore, basically. But yeah, I mean, this should be a matter of pretty much simplicity, I think. Simplicity itself. In fact, I'm just going to move forward against these chariots, because they're going to keep firing in, and we are going to just stand there and take hits, which is not good. Now, they might be cowards. If you remember last episode, I spent about 20 minutes just trying to chase some chariots around the map, because they kept skirmishing, which was a little bit annoying. Hopefully that doesn't happen again, but we'll see if it does. We'll put the archers on skirmish mode now. You can go on skirmish mode. You guys can charge the Libyans. The general is just chasing down these units like that, just to make sure we don't see them again. Okay, I can see in the distance there, the chariots did charge in, and their general, no cutscene, but their general did indeed die. Ooh, what the... Okay, there's a little bit of routing going on over here. What's that about? I have no idea why those guys routed. I don't know what happened to them. Someone must have just got a very good charge in at an awkward angle. But at least we've killed their general. I completely missed the fact that about 4 of them died there. But maybe it was because my unorthodox tactics didn't exactly work. But that's cool. You know, these things happen. We haven't lost many units like that in a long time. Like, we've been doing a really solid job against the Egyptians. So, you know, they're allowed to get a few kills. It's all right. But I think we've pretty much killed the majority of the Egyptians now. There's a few of them left, but not many. I think there's another general maybe still alive. Yeah, there is, isn't there? There's 2 generals in this battle. What have we got here? We've got peasants over here. And the archers could just deal with the peasants in the flipping melee, I think. But, yeah, Libyan mercenaries, that's all good. It's all fine. Yep, those chariots and cavalry have gone down. I mean, what exactly is left? It's still saying that the balance of power is not hugely in our favour. It's about 2/3 in our favour. But what exactly have the Egyptians got left that isn't routing? I don't know. I can't think of anything. I mean, there's a general over there. But I think he's running off. I think the Egyptians are running off regardless of what I do, to be honest. I think the Egyptians have had enough. I mean, there's the odd unit of phalanx. Why don't you guys focus on these Libyan spearmen? But yeah, we're just going to charge into these Libyan mercenaries and get them down, so that's all fine. Okay, I think it's just a matter of chasing down these final few phalanx. As soon as our phalanx hits theirs, they're done for. So it's just a matter of waiting for that to happen, which will happen in a few seconds. But not hugely exciting content. It's basically an extremely slow chase. Very, very slow chase. So, you know, they can have fun doing that, I suppose. There we go, victory. They're all down. Or they're all routing at the very least. Just get out of phalanx and chase them, lads. That's it. Beautiful stuff. Archers chase them. And yeah, I mean, we're not going to see these guys again. I hope not, anyway. I think we only killed one of the 2 generals, though. So we might see a sort of variance of this army. But that's fine. I think we can live with that. How many did we kill, incidentally? We killed 91%. Yeah, so the general survived, but that's pretty much the only facet of the army that did survive, actually. How many of us did they kill? 44%. They got quite a lot of kills. Not really sure how that happened. They actually got 475 kills, which is only like half of what we got. But I actually didn't even see how they got those kills, so I'll just have to believe it. But these things happen, you know, it's alright, we can retrain at Thebes, it's not too bad. Right, are they going to attack again? There's a force moving down from Jerusalem, some random Dacians have attacked us in the middle of nowhere. What's this? So the new guy, Lemnos, has been attacked by Duras, a ton of warband, basically. Well, with 1 unit of Forksmen. I think we can deal with these guys, so just a random bunch of Dacians. Let's go and fight them then, lovely. Right, here we are in the plains of Dacia. Won't be Dacian territory for long, I can assure you of that. Now, what are we going to do? Something pretty much the same as what you've already seen, basically. So, I know at this point in the campaign, I know exactly how I like a composition of my Greek army to be. You know, a front line like that, at least 1 hoplite on each flank, just to protect, because they do like to try and get around the back of the hoplites, which is sensible, because that's the best way of trying to defeat them. The peltas just can chill out in behind, but don't skirmish, because that's annoying. And then we'll have the general right at the back, along with the Sarmatians, which we picked up. So this is this general's first battle, Lemnon's first battle. It'll be very interesting to see how it does, but I think he'll be absolutely fine against these Dacians. No trouble at all, hopefully. Here they go, they're coming forward, but they're just no match. The infantry is just no match for our hoplites. They should never have declared war on us. I had no qualms with Dacia until they took Campus Getae off of us, and that was the end. So we're going to fire a ton of javelins at them, which will reduce their morale instantly. But, I mean, that was a little bit of friendly fire, but we can live with that. Their morale is just going to be horrible. Yeah, they're just going to collapse pretty quickly, I'm sure of it. So that's fine. That's all beautiful stuff. Wavering, shaken. As soon as one routes, they'll all rout. So there you go. There you go. The domino effect. Classic domino effect right there. Which is beautiful. A unit of warband has decided to come around the back there. But why don't you just get dealt with by them? Again, you just come along and deal with them like so. So that's all good. You come around the back. That unit's routing. Why don't you go and chase off these guys? If you charge into the back of these warband, they're going to go down very quickly. In fact, they already are going down. How are these guys doing? Let's just charge into them. Oh, they're Forksmen. Forksmen are decent. Forksmen are decent, but general, just go and chase after these stupid warband, which some of them have recovered. The warband are pretty good at doing that. They have the war cry and all that, so they're not too bad at doing that at all, actually. But, you know, there you go. They're going to collapse again very quickly. I mean, look, have a look at you. Steady. I mean, actually, they're not doing too badly. There's quite a lot of them left. Let's just bring that back a little bit. Let's just get back in the formation, lads, I think, for a second. Because actually, a few of them have recovered. Or they might be backing off, you know. You know what, I think they've had enough. So in which case, we'll just try and kill as many of them as possible. But it's all good. They should have never have attacked us, and they are now realising that. A little bit too late, though. 0% they killed of us. We've killed nearly 2/3 their army. So, yeah. Dacian armies are just no match. And actually, people talk often about the hardest campaigns. Dacia is up there with the hardest campaigns, for sure. It definitely is. It's not the hardest, but it is up there with some of the hardest campaigns Rome Total War has to offer. And this is kind of evidence, because their armies are just pretty trash, to be honest. They're just not a very inspiring faction in terms of the quality of the troops they have. And this is an absolute massacre. We're just traipsing through them now. Lovely stuff. There you go. The whole army has indeed broken. So we are just going to chase them down one by one. Beautiful stuff. And there they go. They should all be dead. Can you give me the... There's somebody still alive. Who's alive still? Somebody's heading back towards our army. Who's doing that? On the mini-map, I can see someone's heading back towards our army. Where the hell are they? What? There's two lads over there that have decided to route in the other direction. Towards our phalanx. Yeah. I see intelligence is not your forte. Guys, I just wouldn't bother. I just wouldn't bother. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. The Sarmatians are chasing you. Go on, lads, run. I low-key want them to get away. Are they actually going to route into the spears? I mean, they're running for their lives by impaling themselves into Greek spears. Yeah, you're stupid. The Sarmatians weren't even needed. So clear victory. 839 kills to 13. Yeah, that's pretty clear, I'd say. The real question is, have the Dacians learnt their lesson? Well, apparently so, because they haven't attacked us again. Right, this is exactly what I wanted. Well, nearly exactly what I wanted. Basically, I wanted Doros and Callas to combine, which they didn't, but that's easily done. But what I exactly wanted was all the Julii to throw their forces outside of the city. I don't particularly like fighting inside cities. I like fighting on the open field more. This is going to be the first challenging battle of the episode, because we have about 1,300 men against 1,000 men, and they were the Julii, so pretty solid guys. So Captain Marcellus and his 500 men. That's not amazing. That's really not amazing. We fought that before. Doris the Brave has fought that before and defeated them. And then Decius Julius, again, that's not amazing, to be honest. Very basic Primarian army, padded out with terrible units like barbarian mercenaries. So, to be honest, I think we have a very good chance of winning this. And if we do win this comprehensively and kill Decius Julius, then Mediolanum will be ours and Segesta will be ours within a couple of turns as well. So I'm feeling pretty confident. Let's see how we do. Right, so here we are. We'll start the old deployment. Now I know we have 2 extra units of armoured hoplites coming along, but to be honest, I'm going to prepare as if they weren't coming, because we don't really need them, and I think they're actually going to start off quite a far away distance from us as well. So what we'll do, we'll have these units of hoplites like that, as per usual. We'll have 2 armoured hoplites on each flank, archers in behind but not on skirmish mode, and then the cavalry right at the back. I think we're fighting the Julii faction leader here. Guys, would you mind? I think we're fighting the Julii faction leader here, which would be very interesting if we are. So faction leader on faction leader, I think, which would be pretty cool. So where are the Julii? They are coming from over sort of this way. The only concerning thing they could do is either if they get around the back of these guys, which we'll hopefully sort out, or if the faction leader does a really good charge. But I think in general we're going to be okay, to be honest. Right, so the first army is coming over. This does not look like the one with the faction leader in it, so that's going to be that one. But that's fine. They've got a front line of Astarte. which are okay, but just not as good as our hoplites. We have quite a lot of missile fire as well, some equites. I think we can deal with this pretty easily. They're not even seeming to flank us, which seems to be our main weakness, and they're not even doing that. So they'll fire their peeler in and do a bit of damage, which will speed up. But once they charge, I think we'll be okay, to be honest. There they go. Their peeler will do a bit of damage. That is kind of inevitable. Yeah, quite a bit of damage. Yeah, I don't like the Julii when they do that. That's fair enough. But now the Hastati charge. Right, okay. So the Hastati charge there. Let's just get round the back of them and we can get them routing super quickly. In fact, if the Equites want to charge, let them do that first. And they'll suffer greatly. So the Equites look like they're properly in there. Okay, yeah, they are properly in there. A couple of units are routing. Let's just get the missile troops down. But yeah, really, they're not going to do very much. Barbarian cavalry just sort of come round here. Doros, you're doing a good job, just sort of chopping units down. The Equites, I'm surprised they're actually still around against the phalanx. Like, dudes, get them down, actually. The Equites are pretty terrible. Okay, let's not get too overexposed. Right, stop for a second. Doros, come back. Who are you fighting? You're fighting wavering Weletes. Okay, you can do that. Like so. But the first army is pretty much collapsed. Okay, you get back now. Doros, you get back behind the line. What's going on here with the two phalanx? Alright, guys, just get in a proper formation like that, please. Thank you. There's a little bit of a weakness at the front here with these two guys been battered slightly from the Equites, but it's not too bad. As long as like the faction leader of the Julii doesn't charge into them, I think we'll be okay. But the first force has pretty much suffered a great deal. And I mean, look at this. These are barbarian mercenaries. So if they charge in, they're just going to collapse straight away, that's for sure. What have we got here? We've got more Hastati coming in. We've got barbarian mercenaries coming in. Where is that general? I can't see him. Is he over there? No, that's ballistas. I actually have no idea where their general is. Oh, there he is. He's over there. Right, how are these guys doing? Eager Hastati. The barbarian mercenaries are going to collapse very, very quickly, I hope. So it should be okay. These guys are suffering. They've taken a lot of peeler to the face. But there we go. That's how it goes sometimes. Still, I reckon our front line can hold up. I do have faith in my hoplites. I always have faith in my hoplites that they won't break, especially when Doros of Sparta is on the field. Doros is amazing. So these guys rout, which is going to hopefully... I mean, how these barbarian mercenaries not routed, I'll never know. That's craziness. What have we got here? We've got Weletes. Where's their faction leader? He's chilling out on the flank. If he'd like to charge into our phalanx, that'd be good. Right, these Equites are being a bit annoying, so let's get them down. The front line is kind of collapsing a little bit. Why don't you guys come along and help? Why don't we get these stupid barbarian mercenaries down? Somebody's down. I think that's their captain, not their general, though. Yeah, Captain Marcellus. But I'm interested in getting that dude down, hopefully, if we can. But we'll see in a second. Right, their front line collapses. Doros, you come back, come back, come back. Right, okay. Let's just try and reassemble the front line, or reassemble the front line, to use proper English. So you guys come along here. You two come along there. Oh, there's some Equites playing up. Right, okay. You go into there, you go into the Equites. You just come along and protect this flank quickly. This has turned into a slight mess, but it's okay. Watch this guy. What is he going to do? There's a lot of Julii. I can't go and chase them because we need to still deal with this general. I think you two should turn your spears towards the general and start trying to attack him. And Doros can come round the back. No, he's going straight for Doros. It's faction leader on faction leader. Doros, you need to run quickly. You need to run quickly. I want that general to charge into the phalanx. No. Get out of there, Doros. Doros, get out. Doros, get out. Okay, I want the general to charge into the phalanx. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Now, Doros, you can charge. We need to get this guy down. Okay, you come around the side here. You trap that general, okay? He's just charged into phalanx. Guys, I'm really worried about Doros here. He's just... What is their general doing? Oh, for goodness sake. Right, get behind the phalanx. The rest of the army can hold up. I'm more worried about killing their general. Once we do that, everything will be okay. Right, he's charged into phalanx again. But he seems to be pretty much immortal at the moment. He's wavering. We need to make sure we kill this guy. So there we go. He's broken. Can we kill him? Or is the bastard going to get away? Think he might get away, you know. The coward. Unless Doros kills him, might get away. Doros, can you be a bit quicker about it? Go on. Go on, Doros, do it. Kill him. Where is he? He's one of those three. And he's messing around. I think he's going to get away. Doros, you didn't do your job properly. Come on, man. Right. Okay, you go and deal with these stupid barbarian mercenaries. I mean, we've won the battle. There's basically nothing left of the Julii. We can actually go forward now and start killing them. But Doros was not quite able to kill their faction leader. You coward. We will see you again. Doros gazes on and watches them run off. He wants revenge. He wants revenge. And he can start by getting revenge by killing these barbarian mercenaries who are just being annoying. Barbarian mercenaries thinking they can kill Doros the Brave. I mean, are you serious? Are you serious? Right, you guys go and chase these guys off. And I think it's pretty much game over for the Julii. Yep, the whole Julii army is just running away now pretty much, apart from these odd ballistas which Doros will take care of. That battle went pretty well. The only thing didn't go well about it was the fact that the general got away. Meaning we will see this army again, but you know what, it's fine. These things happen, I suppose, it's alright. We will chase a lot of these guys down though, so hopefully we'll never see them again. Doros, just get rid of these stupid ballistas, why don't you? Yeah, this is just a matter of chasing these guys down. Beautiful. And there we go. Clear victory. 1,123 kills to about 300. We did very well. I'm just annoyed that Decius Julius got away. You sneaky boy. But, you know, we'll get revenge for it. It's alright. You're just prolonging the inevitable. That's cool, man. So, Mediolanum should practically be ours. Some naval defeats, I'm sure. Yeah, there you go. Defeat. That's fine, I don't really care about that. Scythians, they just walk away from Campus Getae. Alcamakos of Demetrius, yeah, superior commander, good attacker, good defender, 24. Will join you. You're joining a lot of people in what seems to be Syracuse. So, cool, I guess. Right, so that was a very long turn actually. It lasted quite a while because we got attacked quite a few times. So, there isn't really a huge amount more we're going to do this episode because we've already had a lot of running time, but we can sort out a few things. For example, Mediolanum is a bit of a mess, but we've knocked back the Julii forces quite a lot. So, can you first of all join Doros? You can. Now, if we attacked Mediolanum, which we can do, we can assault the city. Okay, nothing too amazing. We'll probably fight that in a minute. We also, I believe, can we take Petra now? Can we take... Is there anything in Petra even? Well, apparently there is. So we will at least besiege it. What it actually is... Okay, there's 3 units. That's not too much. That's alright. Now, there seems to be quite a lot actually in Thebes, which is interesting. I mean, that's got to be the remnants of the Egyptian army we defeated, surely. Surely that's not going to be a lot. We'll put it under siege anyway, like so. So again, we've got another Egyptian settlement under siege, which is good to see. We'll only build 2 rams there. Can we actually see what's in there? I mean, nothing amazing. I think we should be able to defeat that with Tellus of Attica's force. And we can maybe bring a few lads down from Memphis or whatever as well. You're going into Palmyra and you're now happy enough. Good. You. Now this is something we need to sort out. It's who is going to Jerusalem and who is going to Bostra. So we have 2 forces here. We have Captain Damastor and we have Philip himself. So we probably want a small force going in this direction. The majority of the lads to be going towards Jerusalem. Right, so this is going to be the army of Philip. You actually don't really need the cavalry, so the cavalry can go. This is a slight mess actually. Wait a second. This is going to be the army of Philip. Now they're going to go towards Jerusalem, so you go and take Jerusalem right now if you wouldn't mind, thank you. And put it under siege. That's what, a 3rd Egyptian settlement under siege now? Which is good to see. This spy can instantly move towards Bostra, if you wouldn't mind doing that. And you can see it's pretty empty, although there is a few Egyptian forces around here, including this big one of Kia. So we might have to be a little bit careful, because this force, that's actually not very amazing at all, really. Maybe we don't want to be going down to Bostra, because Kia could cause a bit of trouble. Now what we could do instead, if we weren't going to go to Bostra, is we could go to Salamis, because Salamis only has 1 unit in and there's going to be no army likely there. this force is big enough to take Salamis, not big enough to take Bostra. So why don't you start moving towards the coast of Sidon, the port of Sidon. We'll recruit a ship over here, and then you can sail over to Salamis next turn. Just quickly then, over here, so this Scythian force seems to be going towards Porolissum now, instead of Campus Getae. That works for me. Porolissum I think is actually better defended, but either way, we will recruit another hoplite in Campus Getae. Could we take Lazages now then as well? And Exarchos of Piraeus could take that this turn as well. That's going to be an interesting fight. We'll probably do that next episode because we're kind of running out of time over here. You, Penlithos, you're heading towards this settlement over here, so you continue doing that, please. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to attack Mediolanum now, and then once we hopefully take that with Doros the Brave, we will be ready to end the episode, and next time we'll be taking quite a few settlements, I hope. So let's go and fight for Mediolanum again. Okay, so here we are. Now, what is my plan? Well, my plan is, because there's basically no force in the city apart from the general, he's the only actually decent unit that's in the city. My plan is to rush the plaza very, very quickly and then defend the plaza, or maybe even take it before the other Julii can get over here. Because I don't particularly want to fight the other two armies, and if I do want to fight them, I want to fight them in a defensive position on the plaza, if that makes any sense. Right, so the gateways are down. One of the phalanx just never bothered to turn up to the gate, so fair enough if you want to be that lazy. But what we're going to do now is we're going to storm the city. Now, I've taken quite a while to do this, and it seems like, to be honest, most of the Julii are in the city now anyway. So, I don't know, I mean, we could get to the plaza before those guys get there, in all fairness, if we're quick enough. Actually, do you know what we could? If we're really quick, get out of phalanx and run to the plaza, we could potentially get there before anyone else does. So how about you join the group as well? These, right, for goodness sake, these ones, the ones I've highlighted, they're the ones that are going to be going towards the plaza. If you could all run to the plaza nice and quickly, then we could take it before the other Julii turn up. That would be lovely if we could do that. Just noticed, one of the big Julii armies are actually running for my troops. My troops over here, which is kind of annoying. So why don't you get out of phalanx? Let's just slow it down for a second. Slow it down for a second. No, slow it down for a second. Right, you run into the city. We don't particularly want you getting killed. What else we got out here? A bunch of pretty much garbage, to be honest. Well, I mean, if the Julii want to be distracted by fighting those, they can, I suppose. But I don't particularly want them to die either. Just sort of run around here and try not to die. The same goes for you, barbarian cavalry. Just run over there, alright? You're pretty fast. My focus is taking the plaza, if you wouldn't mind. So, if those guys die, we'll live with it. It's alright. Right, we've actually made it pretty much to the plaza. So, well, there's basically nothing here. The only good unit is the general. So if we can run towards the general, that would be great. And then we'll get our spears down before he charges. That would be really good. We could take the plaza very, very quickly here. Right, so we've ran onto the plaza. The general is charging. This is the coward, Decius Julius, who got away last battle against the Julii. He's hopefully about to die now. That would be nice if he did that. There's 16 of him left. We're going to take a few losses at the front here. Guys, just really quickly get to him, please, because the guys at the front are taking the brunt of the hits. So, 15, 14. How's he not dead? Come on, lads. Come on, there's a lot of spears pointing towards him. He needs to go down. Why don't some of you focus on these stupid archers and stuff? That would be nice if you could do that as well. The general's down to 10. As soon as we get him down, the battle's going to be a lot more simple, I would hope. So, anyway. 4. He's down to 2. He's down to 1. If we can just kill him now. There he is. There he is by my arrow, by my cursor. He is really fighting, but he's not being a coward today, in all fairness. He is not being a coward today. He is standing up and fighting. Guys, just kill him. There we go. There we go. There's the cutscene. Beautiful. Now all of you focus on these archers and wellites. So that'll be Decius Julius. Yup. Okay, now what's going on with these guys? Yeah, because they are being chased by some Romans. Guys, get into phalanx. Just get these stupid equites or whatever the hell they are, cavalry auxilia down. Why don't you guys just sort of stand in a line like this, and any Romans want to charge, well, go for it, basically. Now, We killed their captain. Cool. The captain of the second army. What was he called? Captain Tertius. We don't have the plaza. Right, come on, guys. We need to take the plaza quickly, okay? You guys focus on that 7... Okay, it's all just those 7 archers now. Because if we can hold the plaza for 2 minutes, then we won't have to bother actually fighting the rest of the guys, which is what I want. What have we got here? Equites. Right, stop for a second. 39 of Doros versus how many Equites? 52 Equites. Would rather not, to be honest. Equites are so annoying in this game. They're really annoying. They're not very good, they're just annoying troops. So Doros, if you could just run to the plaza, and then the phalanx could go and deal with them. So you guys, right, quickly, right, stop for a second. Let's get 1, 2, 3. Run over there and deal with the Equites before they reach the plaza, please. Because if they get in the plaza, that clock's going to be reset. So if you could be really quick, or just run in the other direction. Do you know what? At this point, I actually don't care. Right, the Equites just got past Doros somehow. I don't know how they managed to do that, really. But the Equites are going to actually reset the clock because these phalanx are just complete and utter idiots. Really frustrates me when the game does this. Couldn't you have just walked along there? Couldn't you have just done that? Game? Oh well. Right, archers are suffering. Why? Why are the archers even over there? They're fighting Astarte. Okay, they're dead. They're dead. I'm not even going to bother trying to save them. They're dead. They are absolute goners if they're going to fight Astarte. These stupid Equites are about to walk onto the plaza, so just die. Just die, Equites, honestly. I don't particularly want to see you anymore. That's annoying. That was my only unit of archers that I had. Right, you guys, start walking down the street because there's going to be units coming down here and we need to stop them before the clock strikes 0. So, can we just kill these stupid Equites, please? I want the clock to reset. Right, the clock is back to 3 minutes, so we have 3 minutes to hold the plaza again. So you guys, why don't you just sort of stand around here and point your spears. Doros, you get onto there. Don't know why you're running in the other direction. Pretty sure I didn't tell you to, but whatever. So if the Astarte want to charge, they're going to have to get past a good couple of units of phalanx, which is going to be tough for them to do. Especially as they're shaken. So yeah, if you guys could kill those Astarte, that'd be beautiful. There they go, they charge. How are they doing then? They're already broken. As long as none of them get to the plaza, we should be okay. I don't think any of them are going to be able to, actually. They're not. Then we've got some shaken Weletes. Well, they're not going to do much either. So the Romans are now just going to throw their force in trying to get to the plaza, and it's not going to work out very well for them. They've only got a minute and a half anyway. These Weletes are wavering, and they break. As long as none of them get to the plaza, the clock won't reset. But I think our phalanx have blocked the path beautifully. Good job there, guys, at least. And we've got a minute to go. I don't think they've got any way of taking the city off of us. Or, you know, stopping us from taking the city off of them, more like. Yep, there we go. We'll end the battle. The clock struck 0. 297 kills to about 180. We did take too many losses there. Most of them were the archers, actually, because I lost track of them and then a unit of Astarte ran into them. So, you know, it's not the end of the world. And these things happen. We've taken a Julii settlement off the Romans, so that's big news for us, actually. Doros the Brave conquers yet another piece of territory. Another piece of Roman territory as well. The Romans must hate him. So we're going to exterminate them because I don't particularly like them. Can that be... I'm not sure if that's Greek or not. Just in case it's not, let's just get a Temple of Athena going in. Don't particularly want their religion. We're going to... we'll repair the walls first. Repair the walls, do that. Retrain the damaged units. And recruit a unit of archers, actually, to replace the other ones that decided to commit suicide, essentially. Right, I think I'm actually going to end the episode there, because there's quite a lot more to do, and we've already had quite a few battles this episode, so the time must be getting on a little bit. In terms of the campaign, 47 regions controlled. So we controlled a lot of regions now. I still want to destroy the Egyptians, and I would like to at least take these 2 Julii settlements before the end of the campaign. Of course, we still need to take Rome as well, so there's still going to be a solid 3 or 4 episodes left, probably. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you around.